Welcome back to another Fantasy Draft at NFR podcast. And listen, guys, we have a special episode today because we're not doing song fantasy draft today. We're going to be doing a rapper fantasy draft today. So the way that this works at NFR podcast, Lou and I will have a pool of 16 rappers to choose from. And for 5 rounds, Lou and I will have to choose one rapper each to be able to form a team. And then at the end of this episode, we will be debating on who put together a better cast of rappers. And then you guys will actually have your say in the episode because we have a poll that is now live on the community tab that you guys will be able to vote for the winner. And it's always interesting because, listen, I'm going to say this right now. I got a better record than you do, but it's a different strategy.
For now.
It's a different strategy today. Listen, it's rappers, it's not songs. So let's go through the pool and explain the criteria for the pool that we ended up making.
The criteria was active rappers who have dropped either a song, album, or feature in the 2020s decade. So the pool is pretty stacked. We have Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kanye West, J. Cole, Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator, Denzel Curry, Baby Keem, Don Toliver, Playboi Carti, Yeat, Gunna, Polo G, Blueface, NBA Youngboy, and 21 Savage. So it's kind of a mix of artists that blossomed in the 2010s decade and the 2020s decade. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of a split it is when we actually go about choosing our teams. So we actually did a coin toss before this episode started, and I actually won it, which is fitting. So I'll make the first pick, and like we said, guys, we're going to be going in the order of I choose one, and picks one, and then back and forth. So not the usual snake format. So let's get into this. I have 1 minute to choose. I don't need a minute, though. I'm going Kendrick Lamar.
You're going Kendrick Lamar.
I'm going Kendrick Lamar, and I think that, it was a toss-up between him and Kanye West, but I just think that in 2022, there's a much higher chance of Kendrick Lamar dropping a masterpiece than Kanye West. And listen, Kanye West, there's no knock on him. He has more classic albums than Kendrick, in my opinion. It's just the fact that we've seen a slight decline in the quality of projects from Kanye, and Kendrick is just still at the top of his game. He's the best lyricist on this entire list. So I had to choose him first, bro. I had to snag him.
Well,
Does that hurt you? I know he's your favorite artist of all time.
I would have picked him, absolutely, but that's okay. I'll settle with something else on this one. So, listen, for this round, I guess I'm going with Kanye West. So, that was my 1 and 2. I wouldn't have been mad either way that I'd gone because I love both of these artists. I think I'm a much bigger Kendrick fan, but looking at what Kanye West has done for this culture is beautiful. And listen, I'm not too big of a fan of Donda 2, but he still did have one of the biggest moments of the 2020 decade last year with Donda, in that whole rollout experience. I think that when you want to look at an album experience and who sets it up best out of anyone else on this list, Kanye has it for me here. So I'm still not, I'm not disappointed at that. Even at that, Donda was still a great fucking listen. Like, we ended up reviewing it amazing on the channel. So, I'm going with Kanye on this one, and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I can't argue that. If it wasn't going to be for Kendrick, I would have gone Kanye too. But to sum up round 1, I have Kendrick Lamar as my first pick, and Ant has Kanye West. Interesting, bro. The two big dogs out of the way.
All right. Now it's when it's interesting.
I feel like it's a no-brainer of who the next two are going to be as well. Like, at least I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
What are you going with?
My next pick is going to have to be...
I know what it is.
You know who it is? So say it.
Is it going to be J. Cole?
It's not going to be J. Cole.
Oh,
actually,
shit.
Do I want it to be J.
Oh,
Cole?
it
was Cole or Drizzy. I was debating between Cole or Drizzy.
So what are you saying then?
Oof.
What are you saying then?
Very interesting here.
Oh, I just bamboozled you.
Yeah.
You have to lock into a pick, man. You can't let me fuck with you like that.
Yeah, I'm going Drake.
Oh, you're
I'm
going
choosing
Drake on this?
Okay. He's just, I think... out of all these artists here, he's maybe the artist that is a chameleon in the sense that he's maybe the most versatile because he's dibbled and dabbled in so many genres, from hip-hop to R&B to drill music to dancehall. Like, I think that when you're looking at an overall rapper and artist, Drake is able to, carry his own on every front. And even though Certified Lover Boy wasn't the best album, I still see his value as an artist. I still know that his talent hasn't dipped just because maybe his judgment in, what he's putting out has not been the greatest lately. So I got to go Drizzy Drake, bro.
All right. Listen, my next pick is really going to surprise you. And I'm going Tyler, the Creator, for my next pick on this one. And when I'm looking at someone that's going to pair up with Kanye West and who's been releasing the best material in the past couple of years, it's been Tyler, the Creator. Honestly, like, if you want to talk about recency, like, this 3-album run of Flower Boy, Igor, and Call Me If You Get Lost has been absolutely incredible. And listen, no one on this list has done it like him, to be honest with you. And the way that he's able to, bend different genres into his music and create such such a beautiful and diverse soundscape that works beautifully with Kanye West. And I'm trying to go for a vision here still. I do it in the song fantasy draft, but I want to take this from like an album standpoint. Like who together would work the best on an album. And
That's not the sole purpose, though. It's also just having that overall roster.
That's my strategy.
You could curate an album with them.
That's my strategy. Don't listen.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that if you'd like to, you can curate an album, but it's also just having them for your team.
Oh, absolutely. But I think that even at that, Tyler the Creator, like I have the two best producers on this list right now too. That's another thing is that my production.
Don't sleep on Cole.
No,
don't sleep on Cole as a producer.
Stop. It's not in Kanye and Tyler's level. Don't talk
to
me about that.
It's not on Tyler's level, but he's still a very underrated producer.
I still think I got you with the first two picks on that. But anyways, sum up the next round. Let's go to the next one.
So I got Drake in round 2, and Ant has selected Tyler the Creator. And yeah, I definitely see that being a good pick. But let's go on to my next pick. And I'm really surprised that you just gifted me the big 3 out of the 2010s because I'm securing J. Cole. Like, this is a no-brainer. And when you're looking at who has impacted the genre the most over the last couple of years, J. Cole is up there. Not only is he someone that has proven that he's a team player within a roster because he's brought up Dreamville to become one of the best rosters in all of hip-hop, but like I mentioned earlier, he's an underrated producer who has made beats for Kendrick Lamar. So if I want to curate something amongst them, I have J. Cole who could craft another beat like The Jig Is Up if I want to. You know what I mean? So I have Cole that can do it on all fronts. I have arguably the 2 best lyricists and rappers on this entire list. And at the end of the day, it is a rapper, draft. So having the 2 best spitters, I'll take that.
All right, I'll go on to my next one, and I'm gonna go Travis Scott off the bat, man. Like I have a trident here of Kanye West, Travis Scott, and Tyler. The soundscape of my album would be absolutely ridiculous. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm going with a direction because you set the tone off. You want to go to lyricist route. I had to go for the producers, and I had to go for the masterpieces within the albums as far as soundscapes go. So Travis.
So my artists aren't capable of making masterpieces.
I said they aren't. I just said within the soundscapes. Like I don't think sonically, like there's like albums that could stand up to like let's say MBDTF on this, or in recent time like Call Me If You Get Lost as Atmosphere, or even Astroworlds. Like there's some really strong projects within the discographies that I've chosen that elevate my list to another level. But listen, I want to talk about chemistry, and I wanted to get artists that are able to work with each other and play within that certain realm. And listen, I have Travis Scott and Kanye West. Like this is one of like the best, I would say, father-son duo like that has ever happened in hip-hop, where like they made songs like Piss on Your Grave and other great songs. But just looking at what I could do now with this roster, it's absolutely beautiful. But Lou, go on and sum the rounds.
All right, so round 3, I have selected J. Cole, and Ant has selected Travis Scott. So as of right now, I got Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, the big 3, and you got Kanye West, Tyler, and Travis Scott. Very interesting, the 2 different routes that we're going here,
It's very
bro.
different routes. It depends what type of music you're liking. Like, listen, I'm gonna say this: if I had Kid Cudi on my list, that would be the next way I'd go. But he's unfortunately not here. So, listen, go on to your next round, man. What do you got?
All right, next round. This is interesting. So,
I think I know who you're going with.
I'll tell you who I'm looking at. All right, I'm looking at 21 Savage.
Okay.
I'm looking at Don Toliver.
Okay.
And I'm looking at Denzel Curry.
I think I know who you're going with, though. You're definitely going with Denzel Curry on this one.
I got to make a really solid roster that can play on all levels. And,
what do you say, man?
I think I'm going to snag Don Toliver.
You're going to snag
with
Don Toliver?
I think that I need someone that's more on the melodic side of hip-hop to have more of that complete roster. And when you're looking at Don Toliver's hooks, if it's on Moon or his contribution on Don the 2, which I can't remember the name of the song because, honestly, I haven't been playing it at all. But that was one of the best moments on the entire Don the 2 album, in the same way that his hook on Moon was fantastic. And I think that Don Toliver is really one of the strongest artists when it comes to melodies and crafting these catchy songs that really stick in your head. So I need to add the diversity. I needed someone that can be more wavy, go with some more ominous type production. So Don Toliver fits right in there for me.
Oh, I understand where you're coming from, but bro, I thought you were going to go with Denzel Curry on that one and just double down on your lyricism.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, let's see if you snag him from me, but I might take him next. What's your next pick?
Listen, my next pick is actually going to be
Playboy Cardi.
Playboy
I knew
Cardi.
it.
Absolutely. Listen, dude, I'm trying to get something that's coherent here. Like, this is a fucking.
But you're
team,
not just
bro.
making an album out of them. Keep that in mind.
Bro, I got an earthquake on here, bro. I got to go to the moon on here, bro. I have an off the grid in here, bro. I have like a Houdini
You're waiting for
and green and
chemistry.
purple.
I know. I see you.
Bro, I have a sound going on within my roster right now. Like, my roster would be creating fucking classics.
Okay, I got
at
a
the moment.
Forbidden Fruit. I got a Poetic Justice.
I know, but listen,
you can't sleep on those, bro. I'm taking Poetic Justice over Off the Grid any fucking day.
No,
man.
well, yeah.
Sorry.
I hope you fucking. Jeez, I hope you do. But even at that, I have Smuckers on mine as well. But let's talk about the Playboy Cardi pick. Like, adding like that sort of, I would say, brash and even I would say energetic Cardi to, let's say, something that maybe Tyler the Creator could do on a production, or Kanye could do, or even like some rage stuff that Travis could do, could fit really well. Not only that, but I love it when Playboy also goes on these more melodic beats or maybe different soundscapes. So he's super versatile. He fits in with everyone, and he's worked with everyone on my list, and they have made timeless material together. So I went with Cardi, but let's sum up this round. What do we got?
All right, so round 4, I have selected Don Toliver, and Ant has chosen Playboy Cardi.
Very interesting selections right
I
here.
like this.
All right, so listen, now you're going to round up your starting 5, all right? So what are you going with? What do you want to double down on here?
So, I'm not choosing Blueface. That's for sure. He's out of the illusion. I would say Baby Keem is up for grabs, and I know that you're going to go for him if I don't take him. Like, absolutely. Like,
Absolutely.
I would. Yeah, okay. I got you to admit it. But, I'm really debating more between...
What are you going with?
21 Savage and Denzel. What's going to be the better round off here?
Depends what your album needs, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But 21's kind of, someone that's really shown growth over the years, and I feel like could adapt really well to even a fucking soul sample based beat like he's done on a lot. So, yeah, you know what? I'm going with 21 Savage.
You're going with
round
21
off,
Savage?
yeah.
Interesting
And
pick.
I like the fact that I have a nice balance of artists that dominated in the 2010s and then 2 of the most prominent artists of this decade, because speaking on the 21 Savage pick, we know that when it comes to giving that assist, there's maybe nobody better in the game right now, especially when it comes to new generation rappers. I mean, if you look at his feature run, Surround Sound, if you look at what he did on My Life, everything that he touches is automatically boosted when he places that, I would say, kind of deadpan delivery that is at times monotone, but it's the flows he brings in. It's that dark cadence that it just captivates you.
Dude, I would have went Denzel Curry on this. That would have been a no-brainer for me, especially with the artists that I have on your list.
I want a balanced cast, bro. And think about it. I'm kind of going from the roster perspective where I want to kind of have my roster cater to all audiences, and I would have gone too much in one direction if I added Denzel.
You see, I don't even know about that, bro, because Denzel's music has just been changing over time. But okay, listen, if I had your roster, I would have picked Denzel Curry. But for my next pick, I'm going to do Baby Keem here. Like, this is perfect to me, man. I've literally gotten so many chemistry links. If I was playing FIFA or Ultimate Team right now, I'd have green links everywhere right now. 100 chem, 1,000%. And that's what I wanted too, is I wanted diversity within my cast. People that are going to be making different music, and the genre benders, the people that are taking you outside of the hip-hop genre and introducing you to new types of sounds. And I think that when you look at, let's say, productions from Kanye West or Tyler the Creator, even like what Travis Scott and Baby Keem did on Do Rag Activity, and like, Playboy Cardi too, like them being, those 2 front runners right now for like, who's going to be carrying this next, wave of listeners. I have so much going on here now with this Baby Keem pick, and it's really solidified my whole team. So I am very happy, but Lou, end off the last round, man.
Yeah, so let's recap both of our teams since they're both finalized right now. So my team consists of Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole, Don Toliver, and 21 Savage. And Ant's team consists of Kanye West, Tyler the Creator, Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, and Baby Keem. All right, so tell me why you have the better album, man.
All right, so I think I get you on diversity.
Sorry, not the better album, the better roster.
The better cast. But I think, though, there is still some merit here, because like when you have to talk about who's going to make a better album, like let's say collection of music together, I think I would get you, because like I have all the link ups and I have all the collaborations going together, plus a lot of these artists play within the same sound. But I want to have, again, like I want to have the leaders of this, let's say, cast be Kanye West, Travis, and Tyler, bringing in all of those diverse sounds together and really, pushing that forward. board, and I want to have the two poster childs right now in Baby Keem and Playboi Carti for diverse rap. And as I mentioned, I think I strive in the diversity lane because all of my artists are taking you within hip hop, but also bringing you outside of it. Like example, someone like Tyler the Creator has fantastic lyricism, but takes you out of it, and maybe delivers you something like Igor. And then you have Playboi Carti, who has been one of the most influential artists of this past, let's say, 5 years.
So Drake isn't genre bending? Because I
no,
see,
absolutely.
You're saying like I don't have artists that.
I think you do.
I'm
just saying where I think my roster strives better than yours. And I think that even at that, I have someone like Travis Scott, someone that's brought in, psychedelic aspects into the music. Then Kanye West, we're talking about the biggest bender within this genre as my whole front. And having him carry that is just absolutely ridiculous. So that's why I think I have a better roster than you. But I like yours, man. Listen, I'm a big Kendrick fan. I love J. Cole. I love Drake. But I think you messed up with
I don't think
that
I
last
messed
one on
up.
21 Savage.
I don't think so at all, and I'll tell you why. To start off, though, to give you some credit, I do believe that if this were a conversation of 5 artists making an album versus my 5 artists making an album, I think that yours would make a better album collectively just because, like you said, they have history of working together.
And I have better producers.
You have better producers, but that doesn't mean that these artists can't reach their outside help and get Boy Wonder on some beats and get
Boy Wonder
Robert
works with
Glasper on the beats.
Absolutely, but Boy Wonder works with Travis Scott, Kanye, and like a lot of these artists. Like I think also with Tyler, like
Do you have 40 Shabib at your disposal?
No, I know, but do you have Mike Dean at your disposal? I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, watch what you say. Watch what
forget
you say
about the
here.
producer
There's
talk,
some good
but
stuff going on here.
Speaking on my roster of artists, I think the one area where you're kind of really lacking hard is that you don't have MCs. You don't have rappers that could spit anywhere near the level of a Kendrick or a Cole. I also think that when I'm looking at artists that can connect for, let's say, songs and do features together, you can have smash fucking hits between Drake and Don Toliver. You can have one of the best, trio link-ups in hip-hop history if Kendrick, Drake, and Cole were to be together on a song. I think that's way more valuable than having, let's say, Kanye, Tyler, and Travis together because they came up throughout the same decade. They have that mutual understanding. And I also think that when you look at individual link-ups that they have done together, J. Cole and Drake have classics. Kendrick and Drake have classics. J. Cole and 21 Savage have some of the best duo songs that we've seen in the last 10 years. And I also think that, again, when it comes to who would make the best rap album in 2022, it's Kendrick Lamar. I think who is the most diverse artist in terms of their artist performance, it would be Drake out of everybody here. So I think that I cover all grounds. And yeah, they do.
I don't know.
Have solid chemistry.
I think that's just a bit of shady. That's a shady way of saying that maybe your roster's a bit incomplete. I mean, like
How is the roster
even
incomplete?
the link ups. I mean, like I just told you about it. My artists are literally collaborating with each other, like in 2022.
Bro,
like this is an active list right now.
Tyler and Cardi have one collaboration. How is that more valuable?
You guys let me know how you feel about Earthquake in the comment section.
Who do you think is a better duo? Listen to this.
Yeah.
Tyler and Playboi Carti or J. Cole and 21 Savage?
Oh, for sure. J. Cole. No, J. Cole
21.
and 21 Savage.
Absolutely.
But even like just what my album could do, like low-key 21 Savage is pretty much useless.
Playboi Carti and Kanye West?
21
He's not useless at all,
21
man.
Savage is low-key useless to
He's
this
not
conversation.
useless to this
I'm telling you,
roster.
you
he
fucked
is
up by
one
not
of the
taking
best
Denzel.
artists of this new generation. You're gonna get flamed for saying that he's useless in any roster.
No.
Labels would be fighting over 21 Savage.
Right. Well, I mean, right now for the context of the episode, I love 21 Savage's music. I think he's super
You
talented.
said he's useless.
I said he's useless to your team
He's
right
not
now.
useless to my
Example,
team
Denzel
because
Curry
he's
would be
the
useless
ultimate
to my
feature
roster
artist
right
right now.
Oh, but bro, you're going for a fucking
And
caster.
21
You want a
and
feature
Drake,
man on your
bro,
team?
listen to this. Sneaking. Drake and 21.
Bro, you legit have a feature
lot.
man on your list here. The only reason why you took him
No,
was
he's
for
not,
the
he's
feature.
not just a feature man.
But that's what you just said. You just said
not.
he's a great fucking feature
I
artist, and
said
why you
that's
picked
one
him.
of his many skill sets. But
Listen,
in
if you-
terms
if
of
you-
your
and-
list, I think where it really slacks is that you have no one that can keep up lyrically with my guys.
Oh, and I agree with you. But listen, I even get you on the production as well. My cast are much better producers. And if you want to look at who's active right now, like that's making the best projects, there's Tyler here, who's had a 3 album
no,
run like
not
Tyler.
over Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar has had a better 3-album run.
Kendrick Lamar has not dropped an album the past.
It doesn't
like, half
matter
a
that he
decade.
has, and he still has
No,
a way
we're
better
talking about
catalog.
from 2017
He has a way better
and on.
catalog than Tyler.
No, I mean, yes,
Who
he
said
does.
we're talking
Yes,
about 2017 and
but
on? Because we're talking about the 2020s
talking about
decade and artists
recency.
within it. You don't need to talk about recency.
No,
you know that Kendrick
absolutely.
Kendrick has a way better discography than Tyler, the
Okay, so then,
Creator.
bro, I'll just bring in Kanye's discography into conversation against Kendrick's. Come on, bro, stop that. That's the thing, is that I even have another person that I could put against Kendrick. Like what I'm trying to tell you is that I have a guy in Tyler, the Creator, that has literally crafted some of the best projects that have came out in the past 4 years.
And you also have too many artists. You have too many artists. You have Travis Scott, Playboi Carti, and Baby Keem that are nowhere near as proven as Kendrick, Drake,
Travis Scott's
J.
not
Cole.
proven. No, we've said on several different occasions that Travis
He's
Scott
proven,
has
but
a
he's
stacked
still in the
discography.
midway of his
Bro,
career.
this
We
guy
got to
is-
see the second half
Bro,
of Travis's
this
career.
guy is outselling almost everyone on this list.
I didn't listen.
You said he wasn't
I
proven.
said he's not proven because he has a whole
come
second
on,
half
bro.
to his career to
Bro.
display, and you're just gonna keep talking over me, and you're not gonna get through this. But what I said is that Travis has a very solid discography right now, but he has 3 studio albums out. Let's give him some time to have some more material and see if he's really up there with the likes of the Tylers and the Kendricks and the Coles and the Kanyes.
And bro, like Don Toliver on your list. Like, okay, I get it, bro. He had a Moon feature, but like, come on, like all jokes aside, like
He's one of the most promising artists out right
all
now.
jokes aside, bro, you were just talking about how the pacing on like his latest album was really not that great. So listen, at the end of the day, you could look at
And are
this
you a
roster,
fan
guys.
of Kanye's Don the Two? No,
No,
you're not. So I'm not
absolutely
going to talk
not.
about recent
No.
albums and talk
Well,
about my
I'll go
flaws
back to
with
a
them.
more. I'll go
that
back.
doesn't really
I'll
make
go
sense.
back more to a recent album. Let's do Don, the one that had the best album
Yeah, but what
experience
about
of
Don the Two,
2021.
man?
So listen, guys, let us know who ended up having the better roster over here. You guys can go vote on the YouTube community tab. It's always all love here, and let us know, how would you draft this? Or where did Lou and I fuck up in our picks, and where would you have picked certain artists? It's always fun doing these drafts because there's so many different takes on it. But thank you guys so much for coming through. And by the way, we are going to be doing a load of fantasy drafts on here. So we just did one on a song fantasy draft for Kanye West. If you guys want to go check that out, hit the link that's going to be linked to this video. Not only that, but we're going to be doing live album reactions on a weekly basis on our Patreon plan. So it's pretty cool because the whole community comes together and we bump albums on a weekly, every single Friday around 12 a.m. Eastern time. We get on a live stream and we go bump a crazy album. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll catch you in the next one.